Hello, Scorpio. My name is Lynn, and I am doing a reading for you for the week of December 9th, 2024. Now, as I was preparing these cards, what came to mind for me was a characteristic of Scorpio, and that is the ability and the tendency to really seriously work hard, long hours, and within the context of really doing things for people within their work. So I'm not talking about, say, for example, a very detached job. I'm talking about work where whatever you do has a really profound influence on people in some way, some fashion. And it can be health related, it can be business related, it doesn't matter, but it's the kind of work that really influences and affects people. It has outcome. The outcome is important. It can also be the kind of situation where it's not just work, but that carries over into a characteristic in the personality, which often leads Scorpio to take responsibility for other people. And sometimes in the way where, without meaning to, they lead people to think that the responsibility should always stay with Scorpio, rather than them taking responsibility themselves for certain situations or things. What I'm really getting here is, what's interesting is there is grace that has come up twice. So I don't know what you guys are dealing with, but you're getting asked to think about what grace is. That I'm just going to read the two grace cards. One came in the contemplation pack. Grace is not earned. Grace is a state in which we receive, for no apparent reason, a divine influence which strengthens us in a way that eases whatever problematic or miserable state we find ourselves. Grace needs only to be accepted in order to be received. Okay. Whether you believe in divine grace or not, I'm going to read you the other one, and this is the energy of grace that you're being asked to embody. Grace has a smooth, easy, peaceful, and supportive quality. It flows naturally into us and through us. It's an experience of letting the benevolent universe take us through our movements and guide us with a loving hand. Notice the feeling quality of this description and return to it today. Every time you're about to do or think about anything, or at any point in the day when you find yourself feeling stressed and thinking too much, return to the feeling of grace. So whatever you're dealing with, my lovelies, you're being asked to really pay attention to that. Be definite and deliberate in your decision to stay in a state of grace with whatever it is you're doing. Remain kind, and at the same time, lean into your intuition and your creativity about what's appropriate. You can do what you need to do and still do it with a kindness. You can do it with the understanding that you have grace with you through this thing, and that you can really call on that energy to do it. And perhaps it's time for you to really seriously reconsider where you are giving back responsibility to other people, where they actually deserve it. It doesn't mean they're going to like it. Sometimes they can get cranky when you do that. But this is what you're being asked to do, I believe, when I look at this reading, is to really consider where you've taken on more responsibility, where you've trained people to believe that you're responsible for making everything okay for them, when actually maybe they ought to be doing it themselves. They should take responsibility for things that maybe now they're still thinking should be your job. Okay? I'm going to keep it short today because I am dealing with a bug, and I feel as though I probably won't get more than that for you today. But so just consider these possibilities. See if this plays out anywhere in your life. And of course, if it doesn't, ignore it. Okay? Have a great week, and I'll be back next week. If you feel inclined to give a thumbs up or subscribe, that would be wonderful because that really does help the channel. But it's completely up to you. Thank you, and have a good week.